Yo guys, welcome back to a new video. Today is a video of round 2 of the F1VL League community, and we're here at Austria and ready to get quali started. Here we are, we're going to come out for our hot out lap and into one of our hot laps here. And as you can see, it's not that great. We do not get the best in the quali. It's actually quite poor results. And considering this is one of my strongest tracks, well, one of my strong tracks, I'm very disappointed in myself. There you go, we experience a loss of traction and lose the rear. And yeah, it's very unfortunate. That was one of the problems. One of the problems I experienced during quali quite a bit. But yeah, at some points we do get a decent exit out of there, but we then later come to invalidate the lap. So overall quali was just a big mess for me. And yeah, this lap is going to get us into the 103s, and it's going to come to be a 103.503, and now we're going to go straight away for another lap.
Rain is forecast,
a lot more better, but still very poor.
Rain in 10 minutes.
We are P5 at the moment, so not great, because it's just the quali's just started, so people have not put laps in. And there you go, see how much time we've gained from the exit this time. And yeah, we're just getting loads of delta, and we're gonna keep it going. Now there's one thing that I've noticed. Me and my teammate, we saw the weather forecast for the race and it said it would rain. Now this made us change our setup to a bit of a wet setup. And there you go, there's our lap. It was a fairly strong lap. Just put us into a 103. And yeah, we're now going to skip to the race.
The rest of the grid is forming up.
Where we got P8. The quali was very unfortunate, but we're going to skip the race. And here we are, 5 lights for Austria, and it's lights out, and away we go. We start, and we're right next to Fritz PC, and we get a poor start actually compared to the other drivers. And there we are, we get pushed, and then we get wing damage. And straight away you can see Dimitri is struggling, and we have wing damage. And at this point I'm very frustrated. And now a safety car comes out, so I'm thinking, well, yeah, we have opportunity now. But it's actually a virtual safety car, so it might not work. Here we are, fighting with my teammate. I do not know what's going on. I've gained a position from Fritzen, and it's confusing. But as you can see, we get the position back to Fritzen. And at this point, the initial strategy was going to be to do a one-stop, soft to hard. And now I'm going to box, because obviously I'm not going to race with this wing damage. It's not going to be great. And here, yeah, we're going to box for the hards. Now my plan is to box for the hards and box around lap 27-28 for the softs. Here we are, we're getting quite a slow pit stop, and it comes out to be an 8.3.
You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Release.
And as you can see, there's a lot of people with penalties of 5 seconds. So if we just stay without any penalties, we should be pretty good actually. I know the race hasn't been ideal for the start, but a lot of people have picked up penalties, so I could possibly gain. And now I think about it, the strategy is not that bad. But here we are, we skipped to lap 5 from lap 2, where a safety car gets deployed. Now, this was not good for me because, you know, I wanted to keep the gap and, you know, I had my pace going. There was no reason for me to bunch up. I don't want that to happen. But yeah, we're going to come out ahead of the safety car. But now we're going to skip to lap 6, where we have Chair Potato in the Haas who's boxed, and now we have Sven who's boxed. I'm going to try to come out ahead of Sven, and yes, we do get ahead of Sven. So yeah, we've gained some positions due to the safety car. And now we're going to skip to the end of the safety car. Well, towards the end of the safety car. And we are at lap 7, where I look and you can see no one in the Ferrari has a drive-through, but here we are for the restart. Off the start, we do not get a good exit off the last corner, but I am worried about Sven because he has some pace. And yeah, as you can see, as we skip lap 9, Sven's going to give it a go, and he makes a quite large move on us, but we do get a switch back, and it worked out quite nicely for us. And I do want to try and get panned off actually, because I feel like I can get him. But we do have Sven behind us pressuring us. But there we are, we get a virtual safety car. And Sven, I think, is boxed. Something's happened to him. But we're going to skip to the part where the virtual safety car ends, which is lap 10. And now we've actually, well, went closer to panned off. And we have Dimitri behind with a 3-second time penalty. And Fritzen up ahead of Pandolf, who's doing quite well for himself in P7. He qualified P7, but he is doing well. And later in the race, you can see that he has an incredible strategy and comes out a lot more better than what he did in quali. But here we are, now DRS is enabled, and this gives me an opportunity to fight against Pandolf and possibly overtake him. And here we're going to activate a lot of the ERS, and yeah, we do use a lot of ERS. And there he takes the inside line. We make quite a large dive bomb, and we get a poor exit, and now he gets the DRS too, so a bit unlucky for us. And I just decided to back off because I do not want to use DRS and have a battle against DRS, because ultimately DRS is the overpowered one in this case. But I'm just thinking, if I just stay behind him, bunch up with him, I can easily get him, and that's what I'm going to do. For the straights, Austria has big overtake opportunities, so that's what I am going to do. There we are, our teammate has decided to box. And here we pick up DRS, so we're gaining even more time, and we get a better corner, first turn. And yeah, we're going to use lots of the ERS. And he takes the inside line again, but you know, you can see how overpowered using the ERS and DRS together is. Like, we literally flew past him. But here we are, he now gets a DRS advantage. But we're going to use a lot of the ERS. And yeah, I think that's us ahead of him. I think we've got him because we generally had more pace than him at this moment of time, so I don't think he is going to strike back. And there we are, we're going to skip to lap 15, where some people have boxed, and we're we're P5 actually. And we have Dai Conte behind in the mediums, using the mediums, and he has a lot of pace with those mediums. compared to me struggling with these hards, and I know that he's going to use his DRS and activate that ERS to try get past, but I'm going to try hold on. As you can see, going into a bit of a defense mode, but we do lock up, get a bad exit.
Is still looking good.
Daikante is now going to get his DRS, and he's going to try attack. I'm going to cover the inside line in this case. There he is. He's going to try to come, and he's going to try and make a move, but I am already turning in, so he cannot do that. But here he is. He's going to get a very nice exit, and here we are. We're going to fight, and I managed to stick it, but not for long.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.4
and I know that he's just going to wait for the straight and go past me, but I'm not going to let him go without a fight. And we are currently on lap 16. As you can see, he does get some oversteer through there, and he's going to attack using all of his DRS power and using a bit of that ERS. I'm going to try cover the inside line for this case, but he managed to take the inside line. Look at that. So he gets very lucky, but there we are. We get a decent exit, but then we totally lose it, and it's quite embarrassing. And I think that's Daikante getting ahead of us quite nicely. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much because he's got the mediums, I've got the hards. He's generally faster than me, so I'm just going to have to stick behind and wait. Although I do have an opportunity with using the DRS and ERS, but yeah, I might fight, I might not. As you can see, Fritzen, he's into P3 now. He's doing well for himself. There we are, we pick up another track limits. We have to be careful because if we do pick up any more track limits, we will get a penalty. But yeah, this is what I meant by using the DRS and catching up. I'm going to put my ERS and DRS, and at this point, I decide to attack Daikante. And I'm going to get the inside line now, and I'm just going to make a big dive bomb, which was quite unnecessary, but yeah, we lock up, lose position. He makes a nice undertake move on us, and yeah, I don't think so we're gonna have much opportunity after this. That was one of my only chances, and I've just blown it. Daikante has got a 3-second time penalty, however, so yeah, he's not like gaining much on me. But here we are, we experience spin, and then we crash into the barrier, and yeah, it's gone from bad to worse there. As you can see, we're going to come out P9 after that crash, and we're going to box, and here we are coming out of the box. We box onto the mediums. Strategy is just horrible. And one thing to mention, I do pick up a 5-second time penalty boxing into the pits. I was so frustrated, I didn't concentrate on the pit limiter, and yeah, that makes me even more frustrated. I do realise if I never got that penalty, I could have had more opportunity. And yeah, we skip to lap 23, where I've now picked up another penalty, that track limit penalty. And here we are, we have Tudor,
okay, clear,
who's had a bit of a crash or spin off, and we take his position into P11 with an 8-second time penalty. You can see a lot of people ahead of us have penalties, but we've got the 8-second time penalty, so it's no use to us. And we're going to come out ahead of a Ferrari driver who's boxed.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Now we're going to skip to lap 34, just 2 laps left, and at this point I'm thinking that I can get Dmitry Minik ahead in the McLaren, because he's got 6 seconds. I'm 6 seconds away from him. He's got a 12-second time penalty. I've got an 8-second time penalty. So I just have to get around into that 3-second gap. It could be quite hard, but I think I can do it if I push very hard. But I do notice that these tyres
We
are
have 2
quite
laps of fuel remaining.
old and very dead in my eyes. We do have Pandalf ahead, who's managed to come
This is your
ahead of
final
us.
lap. Final lap of the race.
And here's the final lap. We're going to skip to the final lap where I'm trying to push. And at this point, we get into the 5 seconds. But I know it's not going to be enough, so I'm just going to sit back and just finish this lap off and finish this race. And yeah, I was very disappointed with this race. I did a lot of practicing for this race and I had very good pace. Around Austria, I've got into like the top 500 in the pace. And I've got 102.4, so that's fairly fast. So quali definitely made me very angry with myself, and then the race also just topped off that anger. But yeah, here we are coming towards the end of the corner. But there we are. I realised Dimitri Minik has
Okay, clear.
spinned off, or maybe he's picked up a puncture. I do not know what's happened. Well, we get P9 at the end of the day, so we pick up 2 points. So it was a lot more better than I thought. But here are the championship standings. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. See you on another one.